It's National Tequila Day. I happen to be wearing my Margarita mood shirt today before I even realized that it was National Tequila Day. So I decided I'm going to make 2 recipes for margaritas. One of them is called a pure Mexican margarita, so it has agave nectar and natural ingredients. The other one is the traditional Mexican margarita, and that one's going to have triple sec in it and simple syrup. And I don't know, I'm going to follow the recipes exact, but I don't know if I'm going to like the one with the triple sec if it doesn't have enough triple sec. So I've never had it with simple syrup with it. It might make it sweet enough for me. The problem is I like more sweet than I do sour. So let's give it a try.
I just got pixie-fied. Pixie dusted. All right, I'm about to try one of these Dragon Balls. Oh, look at this. She is good. I am in a lane making class.
Okay, first thing I need to do with both recipes is I'm going to need real lime. I love the margaritas that have real lime juice. I don't like the sour mix, and I don't like that pre-made stuff that you get at the liquor store. So I have my handy dandy juicer, and so I'm thinking it's going to take 1 lime per recipe. So we're just going to do 1 recipe at a time. So first I'm going to go and juice my first lime. I got this at Target. It's actually pretty cool. You just juice it in here and it's going to catch it all here. I'm actually going to juice 2 to start out with. Okay, I have my lime juice. I squeezed 2 limes, figuring that would definitely get me through at least 1 full recipe, possibly 2. So we'll see. I have a 3rd one in case I need it. Okay, so I also have my shaker glass filled with ice. I'm using Cabo Wabo tonight. You can see that it was frozen, so it's got a lot of ice on it. But I'm using it frozen, so it should be nice and cold. We like to keep our good tequila in the freezer, so I'm using Cabo Wabo. I'm using the Blanco. Okay, so the first one we're doing is the traditional Mexican margarita. So to start with, in your shaker, okay, I need 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice. So I've got the one right here. And here is the half. I think I might need to squeeze another lime. We'll see though. Okay, that's the lime juice. The second thing we need is 4 tablespoons of the tequila. I need 1.5 tablespoons of triple sec. You could also use Grand Marnier if you want to, but it's a lot stronger. I happen to like triple sec. There's 1. And the half. Okay. Last on this list is going to be 2 tablespoons of simple syrup. You can also take 1 cup of sugar to 1 cup of water and boil it down, or you could just buy this at your grocery store or your liquor store. It's just easier to use what we already had, which was this. So we need 2 tablespoons. 1 and 2. I have a feeling this is going to be the part that makes it nice and sweet. Now these recipes are for 1. One of them I did have to split in half. That's the next one. But these are all, will serve 1. Okay, now you take your shaker and you shake all the ingredients together. Also, you have to have the proper glass. These are my glass margarita glasses. I don't like salt on mine, so I'm not gonna rim it. But what you do is you just make this wet with the lime juice like put it on in a bowl, and then you rim it with some salt that's on a plate, and then you can rim it that way. I don't like the salt, so I'm just gonna have my regular. So there is the glass that we're gonna use. I'm gonna strain it in there. I do like mine. If I don't have a frozen one, I'm gonna like it on the rocks, so I'm gonna put some of the ice that was in here. And this is the first recipe. All right, here's the first one. Bottoms up. Let's see how it is. Oh, that's really good. This tastes like the one I had in Mexico. If you saw my video from my excursion in Cozumel, you can catch that right here. You can see the big size glasses that they gave us, or actually were a lot bigger than these. And that's what this tastes like. This is called the traditional Mexican margarita. And I can tell you it tastes exactly like the one that we had in Cozumel. So I give this recipe a thumbs up. All right, starting out with the new recipe. So I washed this out. It has a new batch of ice, and we're starting from scratch. This next one is called the natural Mexican margarita, because the only ingredients it has in it is the tequila, the lime juice, which we have right here, and agave nectar and some water. So here we go. So this recipe calls for only 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and by the looks of it, it looks like I probably have enough. So I'm not going to juice another lime. It looks like 2 are working for both of these recipes. First is 2 tablespoons of tequila. One tablespoon of the lime juice. It's got a little lime juice left over. Okay, so for this part of it, I had to mathematically figure out tablespoons to teaspoons to make this part of the recipe work, because it was originally for 2 people, and since I already have a margarita over there, I didn't want to make extra. So the hubby's already sleeping. So I'm either gonna have one of the margaritas and dump the other, or I'm gonna save one tomorrow, but right now it looks like I'm gonna drink the first one. But we'll see how the second one is. So anyway, I switched it to teaspoons. So remember, for this recipe, I started out with tablespoons. Now I'm switching for teaspoons for 1 person. If you double the recipe, obviously it's for 2 people. That makes complete sense. So yeah, now we're going to go to teaspoons. So I need 2 1/4 teaspoons of the agave nectar. Here's my teaspoon. So 2 1/4. This is the part that's going to make it sweet. Oh, it's not as thick as honey, but it's thicker than the simple syrup. There's 1. There's 2. And I need 1/4. And here's my 1/4 teaspoon. And next is the same amount of water. So I'm gonna go over to the kitchen water where it's filtered and put in here 2 1/4 teaspoons of water. So I'll be right back. Came out a little bit faster than I wanted, so it's a little extra water, but I don't think that's gonna be a huge problem. All right, now it's time to shake this one, see how it comes out. Here's our second glass. We have shaken the second batch. Now it's time to put it in the glass. I'm gonna do the same thing and add ice in this. Okay, so this one's called the pure Mexican margarita. Let's see how this one tastes. Okay, I don't like this one as much. The reason for me is because it has too much of a tequila taste. I don't love tequila, I like it, and I don't want my drinks to taste like 100% tequila. And I believe the traditional one, the one that I'm used to when I go to Mexico. So because this one has the triple sec and the simple syrup along with the tequila, I like it better. And I think it has more lime juice. Hang on a second. Okay, so here's the difference. Traditional has 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice. The natural has only 1, so this one has more lime juice. Secondly, this one has 2.25 teaspoons of agave nectar, which is actually less than a tablespoon, but that could be because agave nectar is very sweet. Whereas this one has the triple sec, which is an orangey flavor to it that this one doesn't have. It also has 2 tablespoons of a sweetener of the simple syrup. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison as to which is actually sweeter in agave. Actually, let's try it. Let's see what the difference is. So agave nectar. Okay, so agave nectar versus simple syrup. It dripped out. Yeah, simple syrup is definitely sweeter than agave nectar. Traditional has 4 tablespoons of tequila versus the 2. So this one definitely has less strong, which I'm fine with it being less strong. It's just that it doesn't have the orange taste and it's not as sweet for me. Yeah, not my favorite. To me, the traditional Mexican margarita wins the challenge. Oh, that's really, really good. So thank you for tuning in to the wonderful world of Wendy on this National Tequila Day. I hope you had a great tequila day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.